Hello friends, welcome to Lawyer's Kingdom. How are you doing today? As a tenant in India, it is essential to be aware of certain laws and regulations that protect your rights and govern the landlord-tenant relationship. Here are some key laws that every tenant should know as per the Indian Constitution. Rent control laws. Each state in India has its own Rent Control Act, which regulates the rent, eviction, and maintenance of rental properties. These laws provide guidelines on rent increase, eviction procedures, and the rights and responsibilities of landlords and tenants. Security deposit. The landlord may ask for a security deposit, which is refundable at the end of the tenancy. The maximum amount that can be collected as a security deposit varies by state. The landlord is required to return the deposit within a reasonable time after the termination of the tenancy. Rent receipts. It is advisable to always request and maintain rent receipts for every payment made to the landlord. Rent receipts serve as evidence of payment and can be used for legal purposes, such as disputes over rent payment or security deposit. Maintenance and repairs. The landlord is responsible for maintaining the rental property in a habitable condition. This includes ensuring basic amenities such as water, electricity, and sanitation are provided. In case of any repairs or maintenance issues, tenants should promptly notify the landlord and seek appropriate action. Eviction process. Landlords cannot forcibly evict tenants without following the legal process prescribed under the Rent Control Act. Eviction can only be done through a court order, and specific grounds for eviction must be established. Discrimination. The law prohibits landlords from discriminating against tenants based on religion, caste, gender, or any other protected characteristic. It is important to be aware of your rights and report any discriminatory practices. Tenants should check the terms of their lease agreement to determine if subletting is allowed. In case subletting is permitted, tenants should inform the landlord and obtain necessary permissions and agreements in writing. Dispute resolution. In case of any disputes or grievances, tenants can approach the Rent Control Court or the appropriate forum as per state laws to seek a resolution. It is advisable to consult with a lawyer who specializes in property and tenancy laws. Example: Mr. Sharma, a tenant, rented an apartment in Mumbai. He paid a security deposit of Rs 50,000 to the landlord, Mr. Gupta, and signed a lease agreement for a period of 2 years. Rent control laws. As per the Maharashtra Rent Control Act, Mr. Sharma is protected by the provisions that regulate rent, eviction, and maintenance of rental properties in the state. Security deposit. Mr. Gupta is entitled to hold a security deposit, but according to state law, the maximum permissible amount is 2 months' rent. Therefore, the security deposit of Rs 50,000 is within the legal limit. Rent receipts. Mr. Sharma ensures that he receives a rent receipt from Mr. Gupta for each payment made. This provides evidence of rent payment and protects him in case of any disputes in the future. Maintenance and repairs. Mr. Sharma faces a plumbing issue in the apartment. He promptly informs Mr. Gupta about the problem, who is legally obligated to arrange for the necessary repairs and maintenance. Eviction process. After a year of tenancy, Mr. Gupta informs Mr. Sharma that he wants to terminate the lease prematurely. However, Mr. Gupta cannot evict Mr. Sharma without following the legal process outlined in the Maharashtra Rent Control Act. Mr. Sharma is aware of his rights and seeks legal advice to ensure that his eviction is done lawfully. Discrimination. Mr. Sharma discovers that Mr. Gupta has been treating him unfairly based on his religion. He knows that discrimination based on religion is prohibited under the Indian Constitution. Mr. Sharma files a complaint with the appropriate authorities to address the discriminatory behavior. Subletting. The lease agreement allows Mr. Sharma to sublet a portion of the apartment. He informs Mr. Gupta about his intention to sublet and obtains written consent and necessary agreements to ensure a transparent arrangement. Dispute resolution. Unfortunately, a disagreement arises between Mr. Sharma and Mr. Gupta regarding the return of the security deposit. Mr. Sharma approaches the Rent Control Court to seek resolution, presenting all the necessary documentation and evidence to support his case. Please like and subscribe to know more. Thank you.